Every British aircraft used in World War II. A complete guide introduction. The Royal Air Force and Fleet Air Arm operated an extraordinary variety of aircraft during World War II, from the iconic Spitfire that defended Britain's skies to the heavy bombers that carried the war to Germany's industrial heartland. British aviation industry produced some of the war's most significant and innovative aircraft, playing crucial roles in every theater of operations. This comprehensive guide examines the fighters, bombers, reconnaissance aircraft, and maritime patrol planes that formed the backbone of British air power from 1939 to 1945. Fighters. Supermarine Spitfire, the Spitfire, remains the most famous British aircraft of all time. Designed by R.J. Mitchell, it entered service in 1938 and continued evolving throughout the war through numerous marques. Powered initially by the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine and later the Griffin, the Spitfire featured elliptical wings, 8.30 3 machine guns, later cannon armament, and exceptional maneuverability. Over 20,000 were produced in variants ranging from the early Mk-I that fought in the Battle of Britain to the high-altitude Mk-9 and the powerful Mk-14. Its combination of speed, agility, and firepower made it the premier British fighter throughout the conflict. Hawker Hurricane, often overshadowed by the Spitfire. The Hurricane actually destroyed more enemy aircraft during the Battle of Britain. Entering service in 1937, it featured a sturdy construction with fabric-covered wings and fuselage, making it easier to repair than the all-metal Spitfire. Armed with 8.30 3 machine guns, later variants carried 4 20mm cannon. The Hurricane excelled in ground attack roles and served in every theater, with over 14,500 produced. The Hurricane IID tank buster variant mounted 2 40mm cannon for anti-armor operations in North Africa. Bristol Beaufighter, this twin-engine heavy fighter entered service in 1940, developed from the Beaufort torpedo bomber. Armed with 4 20mm cannon and 6.30 3 machine guns in the nose, it became Britain's premier night fighter and anti-shipping strike aircraft. Powered by 2 Bristol Hercules radial engines, the Beaufighter could carry rockets, bombs, or torpedoes. Its devastating firepower earned it the nickname Whispering Death from Japanese forces in the Pacific. Over 5,900 were built, serving with distinction in every theater. De Havilland Mosquito, the Wooden Wonder, was one of WWII's most versatile aircraft. Constructed primarily of wood to conserve strategic materials, the twin-engine Mosquito served as a fighter, fighter bomber, night fighter, pathfinder, and photo reconnaissance aircraft. Its 2 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines provided exceptional speed, often faster than contemporary fighters, making it nearly impossible to intercept. Unarmed photo reconnaissance variants relied entirely on speed for survival. Fighter-bomber versions carried 4 20mm cannon for machine guns and up to 4,000 pounds of bombs. Over 7,700 were produced, and its adaptability made it invaluable for precision raids like the attack on Amiens prison. Hawker Typhoon and Tempest, the Typhoon initially struggled as a high-altitude interceptor due to engine problems, but found its calling as a ground attack aircraft. Armed with 4 20mm cannon and capable of carrying 8 rockets or 2,000 pounds of bombs, it became the scourge of German armor in Normandy. The improved Tempest variant, with a thinner wing and refined aerodynamics, was one of the fastest propeller fighters of the war, capable of intercepting V-1 flying bombs. Together, over 4,500 Typhoons and Tempests were built. Gloucester Gladiator, Britain's last biplane fighter. The Gladiator was already obsolete when war began, but served valiantly in Norway, the Mediterranean, and North Africa. Its 4.30 3 machine guns and fabric-covered airframe represented an earlier era, yet faith, hope, and charity. 3 Gladiators defending Malta became legendary symbols of resistance. Gloucester Meteor, Britain's first operational jet fighter, entered service in July 1944. Powered by 2 Rolls-Royce Welland turbojets, it was primarily used against V-1 flying bombs and in ground attack. While it never engaged German jets in combat, the Meteor represented Britain's entry into the jet age, with 210 built during wartime. Bombers. Avro Lancaster, the Lancaster, was Britain's most successful heavy bomber, and became the backbone of RAF Bomber Command's nighttime strategic bombing campaign. Powered by 4 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines, it could carry up to 22,000 pounds of bombs, including the massive Grand Slam earthquake bomb. With a crew of 7 and defensive armament of 8.303 machine guns, over 7,300 Lancasters were built. They flew 156,000 sorties, dropping 608,612 tons of bombs. The Lancaster's spacious bomb bay enabled it to carry specialized weapons like the bouncing bombs used in the legendary Dambuster raid. Handley Page Halifax, the Lancaster's partner in Bomber Command. The Halifax served with distinction despite being considered slightly inferior. Over 6,100 were produced, serving not only as bombers, but also as glider tugs, paratroop transports, and maritime patrol aircraft. Powered by 4 Bristol Hercules radial engines in later versions, it could carry 13,000 pounds of bombs and had a crew of 7. Short Sterling, Britain's first 4-engine heavy bomber. The Sterling entered service in 1941. However, its restricted wing design limited its ceiling to 17,000 feet, making it vulnerable to flak and fighters. After suffering heavy losses, Sterlings were relegated to mine-laying, glider towing, and transport duties. Despite its limitations, over 2,370 were built. Vickers Wellington, the Wimpy, named after Popeye's hamburger-loving friend, was Bomber Command's workhorse in the early war years. Its innovative geodetic airframe construction, designed by Barnes Wallis, provided exceptional strength and damage resistance. Twin-engine powered and capable of carrying 4,500 pounds of bombs, over 11,400 Wellingtons were produced, serving in bombing, maritime patrol, and training roles throughout the war. Bristol Blenheim, this twin-engine light bomber, was obsolete by 1940, but served extensively in the early war years in Europe, North Africa, and the Far East. Fast for its time, when introduced in 1937, it was outpaced by fighter development. Despite heavy losses, over 4,400 were built, also serving as night fighters. De Havilland Mosquito bomber variant. Beyond its fighter roles, the Mosquito excelled as a fast bomber. Its speed allowed it to operate without defensive armament, and it had the lowest loss rate of any Allied bomber. Mosquito bombers conducted precision daylight raids, including the famous attack on Gestapo headquarters in Copenhagen. Coastal and maritime aircraft. Short Sunderland, the Flying Porcupine, so called by Germans due to its heavy defensive armament, was one of the most powerful flying boats ever built. With 4 Bristol Pegasus engines and up to 12 machine guns, it patrolled the Atlantic hunting U-boats. Its long range and ability to carry depth charges made it invaluable for anti-submarine warfare. Over 740 were built. Consolidated Catalina British service. While American designed, the Catalina served extensively with RAF Coastal Command. This twin-engine flying boat provided long-range maritime patrol, anti-submarine warfare, and air-sea rescue capabilities throughout the war. Bristol Beaufort, this twin-engine torpedo bomber, served primarily with Coastal Command, attacking German shipping and laying mines. It could carry one 1,605-pound torpedo or 2,000 pounds of bombs. Over 1,400 were built, though it was gradually replaced by the Beaufighter. Reconnaissance and support aircraft. Supermarine Spitfire PR, photo reconnaissance. Unarmed reconnaissance Spitfires, painted in distinctive blue camouflage, flew some of the war's most dangerous missions. Their cameras captured vital intelligence while relying solely on speed and altitude for protection. Westland Lysander, this high-wing monoplane, excelled in Army cooperation and special operations roles. Its exceptional short takeoff and landing capabilities made it perfect for inserting and extracting agents in occupied France. Over 1,650 were built. Fairey Swordfish, the Stringbag, was an obsolete-looking biplane torpedo bomber that achieved remarkable success. Despite its antiquated appearance and slow speed, Swordfish crippled the Italian fleet at Taranto, damaged the Bismarck, and sank more Axis shipping than any other Allied aircraft. Its ability to operate from small escort carriers and fly in terrible weather kept it in service throughout the war. Over 2,300 were produced. Conclusion. British aircraft of World War II represented remarkable diversity and innovation. From the nimble Spitfire defending home skies to the mighty Lancaster bombing German cities, from the wooden Mosquito's versatility to the Swordfish's unexpected effectiveness, these aircraft reflected British ingenuity, industrial capability, and determination. The RAF and Fleet Air Arms aircraft flew millions of sorties across every theater, playing decisive roles in Britain's survival during the Battle of Britain, the defeat of the U-boat menace, the liberation of Europe, and victory in the Pacific. Their legacy endures as symbols of courage, innovation, and the triumph of democracy over tyranny.